The Bible says a man's life consists not in the abundance of the things that he possesses. Look at the rich. They're the most miserable of all men, and yet they have everything that communism says will satisfy and make you happy. The sleep of a laboring man is sweet, whether he eat little or much, but the abundance of the rich will not permit him to sleep. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few ones. And no man becomes rich unless he enriches others. For what is your life? It's but a vapor. It's here a little while, and then it's gone. So lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The things of this earth can satisfy your body, but God has made you so that your heart or spirit can only be satisfied by the things which are spiritual and the things of the Spirit. Therefore, we're told to love or worship not the world, neither the things that are in the world, such as the love of the flesh, the lust of the eye, and the pride of life. For the fashions of this world and the lust thereof shall pass away. He says, but he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. So he said, set not your affections on things below, but on things above. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are unseen are eternal. He didn't say you would not like or enjoy or need or desire, with even his God-given desire, the things of this world and this life, including the lust of the flesh, which is very necessary for certain purposes, particularly for the survival and very existence of the flesh. But you're not to love them, worship, or lust after them excessively and intemperately and inordinately, more than is necessary, more than is meet, to the point that you put these things before the greater and higher values and even more essential necessities of the Spirit, which are very necessary to the survival and eternal existence of the spiritual man. For if you love the material world more than the spiritual, then it becomes a form of worship of the creation more than the Creator, and God and His spiritual world refuse to take second place in your affections and your interests, or even in the activities of your life. So he says, thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, all thy mind, all thy strength, and all thy soul, and thy neighbor as thyself. He says these are the first and greatest of all commandments in importance, and that you shall have no other gods before him. For he is a jealous God, and he desires your love, and for you to love him first of all, above all, and seek first his kingdom. But then if you do, he's happy to add all these other things unto you, including every desire of your desirous little heart, as you delight yourself in him. He has always given me everything that I wanted that was good for me or not harmful. He usually supplies all my need according to his riches and glory, including even a fairly convenient, safe, and comfortable place to live, sufficient for my needs and secure enough to serve him. Because my greatest desire and lifelong delight has been to please him and try to make others happy. But if you put these desires of the flesh first above God and others and the needs of your spirit, then you'll find that nothing ever satisfies, not even the most total indulgence in the flesh. You will become as the world-famed poet Lord Byron, when he despaired at the height of his fame with these words: I've drunk every fount of pleasure and quaffed every cup of fame, yet, alas, I die of thirst. For the things of this earth can only satisfy your body, but only God in his true love can ever fill that aching spiritual void of your heart, which he created for himself alone. For true happiness comes not in your personal pursuit of selfish pleasure and satisfaction, but in finding God and giving him his life to others and bringing them happiness. Then happiness pursues and overtakes and overwhelms you personally without even seeking it for yourself. It is said of Jesus that though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor, that ye through his poverty might be rich. The famous poem of Rudyard Kipling, If, says, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat these two impostors just the same, you'll be a man, my son. Success has made failures out of many men, and failure has transformed many men into greater, wiser, and more humble souls. The Lord tries to be good to us, but we often can't take it. He almost has to be holding us over the fire all the time in order to keep us really close to Him. Most people, and Christians, can't seem to be trusted with either health or wealth, because the minute they get healthy or have lots of money, they don't have to depend upon God every moment. So God has to slap them down again and take everything away again, so they have to depend upon Him for every ounce of strength and every bit of money they get. We can't count all His blessings in dollars and cents, because most of it is His wonderful, glorious, faithful blessings of eternal spiritual salvation and inspiration, and His love and the love of others, and good health, and a wealth of witnessing and sharing our faith with others, and souls for His kingdom, and a real purpose in living and being alive. The meek shall inherit the earth, the Bible says. Meek doesn't sound much like the rich, because they are usually anything but meek. As far as inheriting the earth goes, this is what God has promised. Eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God hath prepared for them that love Him. From the words of King Solomon, the richest man in history. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had wrought, and on the labor that I had labored to do. And behold, all was vanity and vexation of spirit, and there was no profit under the sun. Yea, I hated all my labor which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me. And who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool? Yet shall he have rule over all my labor wherein I have labored, and wherein I have shewed myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity. 2 things have I required of thee. Deny me them not before I die. Remove far from me vanity and lies. Give me neither poverty nor riches. Feed me with food convenient for me, lest I be full, and deny thee, and say, Who is the Lord? Or lest I be poor and steal, and take the name of my God in vain.